Good evening and welcome to Bent TV. We start tonight with downtown diva and drag personality Skye High talking with Steve Pereira about her book, From Darkness to Diva. We then continue our series from Carnival 2015, where we ask the question, what is your favourite midsummer event ever and why? And then to complete tonight, Dina Curie, with some of the guests at the Midsummer Program event launch for 2016, speaks with some of the event organisers.
Good evening, my name is Steve Pereira. Welcome to Quedia on Bent TV, where we explore all things art and culture. My guest tonight used to be a Bent TV regular, but then abandoned us to move into literature and has just published her first book called From Darkness to Diva, a searing but very inspiring biography. Please welcome our very own downtown diva and international drag personality, Skye High.
Thank you.
Welcome. Skye, now this is the book. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Now, Skye, just before we go into anything, I just want to read a quote that's on your webpage. Now, these are reader testimonials who have submitted testimonials.
Correct. They are not made up.
They're not made up, as we discussed earlier, and you gave me the finger, but I suggested that there weren't anything else but, which I must deserve. But let me just read this. I'm a heterosexual guy who's just read your book. This book took me right back to my high school years, and I was comparing my experience with yours. Although I remember very little of those years, I'm emotionally exhausted after reading what you went through. All I ask myself is that, was I one of those type of boys? Because if I was, I am sorry, embarrassed, and truly regretful. This book has made me look inside myself. It is really a story that needs to be read by the masses. It is very sad, extremely brave, and incredibly soul-touching. And this is from a guy called Mark.
You know what? To get that feedback is amazing. It's you know what, I can't believe that a heterosexual man would have read it, but B, provided that feedback. Obviously that was his redemption.
Absolutely.
For whatever may have taken place in his high school life.
So why the book?
You know, I think one thing that is missing from our culture, the LGBT community, is real stories. And I think it's important to share those stories. I think that by having a voice and communicating, especially for the young adults, you know, that might need a bit of guidance to know that they're on the right path. I think that's very important.
But your book is extraordinary in that it is truly, it delves into some very, very, very personal details, and your relationship with your family, particularly your father particularly, and then your brother, is painful.
Extremely painful. I didn't write a book and want it to smell like roses. You know what, I had to delve deep inside myself to find out what I wanted to write about the choices that I made, and how it would resonate with other people.
But one of the things about the character of the role, your father, who was, you had a lot of problems with him and his response to your being gay, your being effeminate, in fact. But at the same time, he was a well-known personality, and he was an entertainer as well. And you went on tour with him, working as his assistant in a magic show around country Victoria. That's an extraordinary story in itself.
Do you think?
I think so, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what, I don't think my story is that different to many LGBT people. You know, I never came from an abusive home or a disruptive background. One thing I would like to point out though, this book isn't solely about being a drag queen. This book is about a journey of experiences which we've all faced.
Absolutely.
You know, so I just wanted to highlight that it's not all about me looking how I look and putting a wig on and going out and taking on the world. There's a lot of backstory behind what I talk about.
But there is a through line there from the fact that you were bullied and oppressed and persecuted for being effeminate and gay in high school, and some of your details are truly horrific but then to become this really out personality.
You know what, I think, again, for most LGBT people, there's that line that we don't identify ourselves as being gay or lesbian or certainly trans when we're in high school. You know, everybody else seems to know it before we do. So it's very much a journey of our own destiny, if you like, and where we're going. You know, and I think in life you've got two choices. You can either succumb to what people are telling you, or you can break free and live true to yourself. And
one of the early things in this early part of the book is is about your attraction to some of the boys who persecuted you, and that's something that as a gay community we deal with a lot, is this perverse attraction to the people who beat us up, essentially.
I can't speak on behalf of the boy in question in the book, you know, or what he's doing with his life at the moment.
Have you ever kept in touch?
No.
You don't know where was that now?
No, that was the last chapter that I speak of him. That was the last time I had any contact with him at all. I don't know what his story is. I don't know where his path has taken him in life. You know, I guess it was a bit of an eye-opener for me to obviously have him as the ringleader, as I call him, to come to my house and, you know, play around in my bedroom and expose himself and do all these gay things. But again, still I never thought that I was gay. Or it never occurred to me that that's how I would identify.
As a gay
man.
So when did you come to full realization that you were gay?
Probably around the age of 14. I did what, you know, most of society do. I had a girlfriend and lived the stereotypical straight life for a couple of years, knowing full well that that wasn't for me.
And then when did Skye emerge?
I was fortunate. Due to unforeseen circumstances, obviously with my parents, I had to find some accommodation. And I was lucky enough to live with two guys in St Kilda who showed me the ropes and many other things too, not just the art of drag.
But was this something that was innate, that you thought? Could you see this have happened earlier? Or?
I talk in the book that I used to hang up curtains, very similar to these ones in the studio, and pretend I was Liza Minnelli in Cabaret, you know, and I'd perform that in our back room at home, you know. So I guess in hindsight, and I talk very much about hindsight being a happy escape from reality, which helps us deal with our situation now. So in hindsight, back in that happy escape of reality, yeah, obviously, it would be no surprise to anyone that I'm a drag queen.
But you're a drag queen, you're not, you define yourself very specifically. Can you talk about how you define yourself?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a gay man, and I think the drag, a lot of the work that I do is as Skye, because it resonates with many people. It's a different look. It's something visual for them to look at. You know, it's not a gay man standing addressing a crowd. You know, there's a lot going on here.
But you're not a performer per se.
No.
You're an ambassador and you're a spokesperson and you're a media personality.
Correct.
But you're not necessarily a drag. You're not actually
a performer.
A performer.
No, the thought terrifies me. To get up on a stage in a club, no matter how much I've had to drink, no, couldn't do it.
Really?
Gosh, no, couldn't do it at all. Terrifying.
So, but when you walk the streets of Skye, there's no problem with that?
I get the look, obviously, the legs. Obviously,
absolutely.
That's what it's
7'4".
Exactly, in drag.
We're going to stop it there for now and then pick it up again. Thank you so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you.
And we'll try and see it. Thank you very much. You've been watching Ben's TV. We'll be right back. We'll be back again.
What is your favourite Midsumma event ever and why? It has to be Carnival Day. It's just such a great atmosphere. It goes on for many of hours, and just the love and happiness that is Midsumma, and it's just a great way to actually start off the festival.
Wow, that is a tough one. I think it has to be Carnival, right? Every year, it just has to be.
Ben TV, because I got a free wristband.
Tea dance, because going with friends and just having an awesome time and being outside and being with, community, it's always fun.
Tea dance as well, because it's my birthday every year, so that says it all, I think.
Yeah.
Tea dance. Great. Well, this is my first Midsumma event I've ever been to, so probably this.
Oh, wow. Well, this is my first Midsumma. Actually, no, I've been to Midsumma Festival, but yeah, I will find out at the end because there's so many great things to go to.
This, I have to say, is I've just officially popped my Midsumma cherry. So this is the first time I've been here. So I think for me, really, it's actually Carnival, actually being at Carnival and having a great time here.
Actually, this is sad. I was talking last night about a Midsumma event from 15 years ago where we had a street party and took over the whole of Brunswick Street. And that was fantastic. It was an opening party, rides everywhere, and the whole street closed off, and each shop front had a different display in it.
Well, it's always Carnival. I like Carnival Day. And you can pick any of them because they're just good fun.
Yeah, I think I had a particular carnival, maybe the first or second year, where I volunteered on the Joy stall, and I met so many new people for the first time, and it was just so much fun. So, yeah.
Well, I haven't been to many, but I love the Pride March.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking way back. I remember when Beyond Again played, and it was so great. It was in the 90s. Oh, and there were camel rides. I don't know. I think for some reason that particular Midsumma is the one that sticks for me. Camel rides and ABBA.
There's been loads. I like the boat cruise that the boys go on around the thing. That's good.
I actually quite like the parade. I've only been to Midsumma now. This will be my second time, and I participated in the parade last year, and it was just nice, low key, but I don't know, a lot of people came out, and it was just a very festive and happy occasion.
What's your favourite Midsumma Festival event ever, and why?
The one we're doing right now, which we are part of the Enough is Enough campaign with Living Positive Victoria, and we're here to end HIV stigma.
Lovely.
Absolutely, I've got to say exactly the same thing. We're really proud to be representing Living Positive Victoria and helping with their Enough campaign.
Probably the dog show, and because of Tess there, so I love the dogs. It's always good fun.
Well, I have to tell you, this is my first Midsumma, and I'm really loving the main stage because I love the music that's being performed there.
It's our first time though. Yeah. We have no idea
Drag queens!
Probably Carnival because it's coming together everybody, yep. I think Carnival, yeah, definitely. It's just a great day. It's a fantastic way.
Yeah, absolutely, Carnival. Carnival's very educational, great to...
Oh, I think it's here and now, actually. I'm really enjoying it. This is only my second Midsumma, and this is definitely the best one.
What's my favourite Midsumma event and why? Well, so far it has been this, Carnival, because of all of the free stress balls and shit that I've been picking up all around the place.
I'm a bit of a fan of the visual arts events. They're so diverse by comparison to most of the visual arts throughout mainstream society. It's a mixed bag. It's beautiful, wonderful stuff. There's always a bit of crap, but the NGV's got a bit of crap too. So we're just the same, really. A little bit different, but it's beautiful. Love it.
I think my favourite event here, do you know there's a guy, he always wears the tram costume and he goes around, he's got the little bleeper that's like the gay detector bleeper. Yeah, I always look for him. I like to think of myself as a trammy chaser.
Very good. Oh, I guess Pride would be a great one, apart from, Carnival here. Pride is a great place to showcase all the different organisations, and people can see them all go by. It's great.
Tea dance, because it's really fun.
I'd say I like the dog show, the Dulce Jews dog show, and also some of the different stalls and things like that, what they're displaying and things like that.
Oh, there's so many. I mean, I'm just loving all of the work by women artists and performers this year. So people from South Africa, people from all over the world, all over Australia, all over Melbourne. Yeah, there's just amazing diversity of acts. Yeah.
I think there is so much to see with Midsumma, and I think one of the highlight personals for me is definitely tea dance. It's always a great chance to party in the park, and again, it's free this year, so we're going to be able to party in the park absolutely free, and it's going live on Joy even better. The theatre, the diverse different shows. I mean, there's 150 different events happening at Midsumma, but yeah, Carnival and tea dance.
It's the March part of Midsumma. Yeah. Down Pride March then, love. Been learning it for years. No, it's great fun, yeah. I love marching.
The girls at Sea Boat Party and, Carnival. It's kind of a tie. Just because they're really fun and get to meet new people and see everybody out there having fun.
My favourite midsummer event ever? Well, can I say it? When you used to have the openings over in Federation Square, the very first opening at Federation Square before they blocked all the bars off and you could just walk anywhere with the beer and the drinks and yeah, it was great.
I do like the tea dance. Tea dance is beautiful.
Oh, a couple of years ago, there was this fantastic event. There was a dating stall, and you walked in and it was like, you know, just sort of lots of photos up on the wall, and you could just go up and have a look. And I think it was $2 coin or something like that, and find a date. That was fun. That was great. That should come back.
This is my first year ever, so thus far, absolutely. And I'm going to Healthy later, so that might be number 2.
Oh, my favourite. Well, I'm here collecting on behalf of Midsumma, so I just think, I don't think I have one favourite. I think it's all wonderful.
You know, I think I'm a bit of a Pride March fiend. I love it, and it's usually really hot, and you just, you know, you feel a little bit like a superstar walking down that street and everyone cheering and yelling at you and throwing water bombs at you. Yes, that's my favourite.
Thank you for staying with Bent TV. Please visit our website, Twitter, YouTube channel and Facebook to find the different ways you can support Bent TV, provide feedback and become involved in supporting Bent TV. Back after this break.
I hear the Midsumma Paperboy is on his way.
Paper, Midsumma paper.
Oh my God,
copy.
It's the Midsumma Guide. Grab your copy at cafes and all around Melbourne. I'm here with Claire from Dance Cats. Hello Claire, how are you?
Hello Dean, how are you?
Oh, I'm very, very good. I've got to remind you that I'm frock not teen, I didn't tell you. But that's okay. It's all good. It's going to confuse everyone. So, Dance Cats, I mean, every year Dance Cats do the same-sex dance event, don't they?
They do, and this year it's the 20th anniversary, so we're very excited about it.
Have you been doing it for 20 years? 20 years of same-sex dancing. Oh, I mean, it's actually really beautiful seeing the guys and the girls and girls do actual professional dancing. It's really wonderful. So what have you guys got something special for the 20th year?
We certainly have. We've changed a few things up, so we're going to start with a bang. Let's just say that. Anyone can come and watch, and if you'd like to just get up and participate, there are a couple of events that anyone in the audience can just jump in, and there's no fee to jump in and have a go. But if you jump onto the Midsumma Guide or go to our website, www.dancecats.com.au, you can download the events list and the registration form.
Now, I've never danced before. Is it difficult? Is there anything I should be worried about?
Absolutely nothing, because we will walk you through it.
Oh, okay. So it's a bit of a cha-cha-cha 1, 2, 2. Is that the kind of thing?
Kind of like that.
Could you walk me through some of it now?
Sure.
What do we do? Let's...
We're going to walk forward.
Okay.
You're going to go that foot.
I'm going to go this way. Okay, that foot.
3 steps.
3 steps. And we go. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, it's exciting. Side. Look, it's that easy. It's that easy. And let's spin. Oh, and it's that easy to do some same-sex dancing. And go ahead and see now. What's the name of the event?
It's the Australian Same-Sex Dance Sport Competition.
Oh my God! It's the Australian one. It's national. It's that exciting. What date is it going on?
It's on Saturday, the 30th of January at St Kilda Town Hall, right across the road.
Now, don't leave this to the last minute. You want to book your tickets. You want to go and see some amazing, gorgeous same-sex dancing. It's well worth it. Thank you for chatting to me, Claire. I'm here with the very good-looking Seb, who's the Vice President of Team Melbourne, and this year, is it the 3rd or the 4th year that Team Melbourne are doing a sports carnival?
So it's our 4th year doing a sports carnival, or a sports festival, which is unbelievably fantastic.
It's the 3rd year that I remember that it's happening. Now that's absolutely awesome. So this is a come and try day where people can come and just check out all the different sport and community events that are going on as a part of Team Melbourne.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, the premise of the event is for people to come down, have a go, and really enjoy the day, enjoy the different sports that are on offer.
Okay, well, what are the different sports that are on offer, Seth?
Look, where do I start? I mean, there's volleyball, there's tennis, there's water polo.
There's wrestling, I hear.
There is wrestling.
Now, the motor friends are there as well. It's not just getting physical. Some of these groups are about going for walks or driving their cars, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely, because look, at the end of the day, the festival's about involvement and being part of the sporting and recreation community. So we've got groups like the Motor Friends and the Nomads and different types of people that are down that are just about enjoying physical activity and being part of a social environment.
Well, I know I love a bit of physical activity, but I actually went to the sports festival last year. I spent my whole day there. It was absolutely great. There's the swimming, there was basketball, there was so much on offer. So where can people find out more about the sports festival, Seb?
So you can find out more about the sports festival on our Team Melbourne website at www.teammelbourne.org.au. We'll have all the information up there. There'll be schedules up there.
Sounds fantastic. So get on there, check it out, or check out any of the sport or community groups involved with Team Melbourne and get a bit of fitness and fun in ya. Oh, look, I'm here at the Midsumma launch with Cheney and Jess. They're from the Seagull, which is Black Apple Theatre, isn't it?
Yep, it's originally by Anton Chekhov. We're doing a queer reimagining of it.
Chekhov is very intense sometimes.
He's like Russian Shakespeare, but this is going to be a protest piece. So we've rejigged it a bit and it's set in Putin's Russia.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
So Chekhov writes about forbidden love, and we feel like that resonates really well with what's happening in Russia at the moment.
I think it's really exciting that you've decided to create and work on a classic piece of literature and give it some kind of social and current relevance.
Where we like to think of it as kicking our way into the canon.
I think that's a better way to do it. Now, you're the musical director, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah, I'm the musical director and the composer.
Now, it's not a musical, is it? So this is a play with, would you say, animation and music?
Yeah, it's going to have Jess is working on an original score, and we've got a fantastic animator who's creating animations for it as well.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Now, when you're looking at a piece like this and trying to create music for it, what's been your inspiration so far?
I looked at a lot of Russian music and tried to figure out how I was going to make it fun. And so I found a kind of Russian criminal background of like a style of music that was inspired by the Russian criminal underground. And I'm going to try and make it as fun as I can to bring out the humor in Chekhov.
I love that you're able to make something so intense sound so exciting and still able to find a bit of fun with it. Now, when is it on over the Midsumma Festival?
It's on from the 2nd to the 7th of February at Northcote Town Hall. People can just hit up the Midsumma website for tickets.
Now, why do you think it's really important for people to have plays and things like this with really great social resonance in the festival?
Well, because like the queer community is about drag, but it's more than about drag.
I know I'm wearing a wig, and I couldn't agree more, especially our artistic queer community. It has so much more to offer, and this show specifically sounds like it's going to be really amazing. I'm really looking forward to coming and seeing it.
We'd love to have you.
So make sure you guys get to Midsumma and book your tickets and head on down to see the Seagull.
Thanks so much. Can't wait to see you there.
We'll see you there.
That's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for watching. My name is Gavin Henderson. Please visit our website, YouTube channel, Facebook to keep in contact and support Bent TV.